that is done. Okay. Now, this next drawing is okay, I have to, this is diagramming in here. Let me take and undo something here. Oh.
Yes, but
These are drawings that I've used in lectures. Okay, I'll ignore that for right now. I'll come back to that. Okay, but these are Utagawa Kuniyoshi. But what you look at the freedom, now he's Japanese, 1797, 1861. But the idea, when you look at the lines, it's all the same flowing stuff. The way he's building it up. Okay. Now, this is the next drawing here is Pietro Cortona. And again, I had to unghost it.
So in Palazzo Barberini there is a beautiful ceiling of Pietro
Yeah,
Cortona.
now that's how the drawing starts. That's how the painting begins. It's not this fancy rendering.
I would rather have
It's
that on my
all
phone.
drawn from imagination.
wow.
It's getting the feeling and the flow of the whole action. There's no fussy drawing involved. It's the flow, it's the movement.
Feeling.
Now that's Cortona, and that's why they were talking about the church. It's got this big thing. That's how the stuff starts, right
Wow.
there.
Okay, got it. Flowing lines.
Okay. Okay, this is Domye. Now, here you can see the multiple lines, the way he's building the forms up. What have you. Close that. This is Michelangelo. Now, this is a doodle page. Look at the way he's drawing lines wrapping around and over.
I remember it. Figure drawing one.
Okay? Oh, look at the way it's done.
Kind of looks
He's
like
he's got all these different faces and stuff. You look at that character looking up like the child. That ain't funny. Okay, this is also a beginning sketch by Michelangelo. Lines wrapping around, feeling flows going over. That's Italian drawing. Now that's really Renaissance drawing. It's not academic. Okay. Okay.
totally different styles.
Okay. Oop, we gotta go back here. Okay, these are by Rubens. Drawing from imagination. Okay, he takes that drawing and then he does that over again. But now you really feel the flow and the way the forms come over. Okay,
Can I
that's
ask you a
Bernini now.
question? Is this the one he did from his imagination and then after,
That's
and then he
from
got a
that.
model?
This is from that drawing then.
Okay, then he got a model, right,
No.
after that? No? No model?
No model.
Wow.
You only need the model to figure out the anatomy and where everything goes, but he has it all down.
Okay. Now, these are Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Oh, damn it, I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, now, this is what I was talking about. Look at it. Look at the way that's drawn. That's just a cylinder. And the simple, there's no anatomy there. It's a simple volume. the way he's rendered, it's the light is in the center, tones are going. This is a very, very famous drawing. The Madonna of the Rock. And he did several paintings, several variations on this painting. Okay, now this is this is I don't want to do that. Okay, this is Michelangelo. Look at the way the rough drawing. And look at the rendering now. He's bringing the light to the center. As he's going from here, he just pushes the side back, light, push the side back, pull the things out, going around the corner, pushing the side back.
What kind of material do you think he was using there?
Conti or what, sanguine, and then this has actually got a lot of stumping, pushing down. But very, very, it's just simple cylinders, forms, one form fitting into the next form. Look at the way he's drawn that wrist. It's just a circle going around, and the forms fitting in. It's not complicated. Look at that.
Yeah, it seems like the baby is.
He was copying Vilbo.
You make it easy.
But it just, you fit the form in, overlaps, feel the corner, pushing the side down.
Yes.
Okay. And even here, look, he's trying to find things. He's just roughing it.
Sorry, but
Now, he's considered some of the greatest draftsman.
sorry, but it seems that the anatomy isn't so important to know the skeleton or
The anatomy and all that stuff, yeah.
yeah, because if they use only light and shadows to represent the
No,
form,
simple forms.
the simple forms, okay. So I don't need to know that here there is a clavicula.
Where? There's no anatomy there.
Yeah, so he's saying anatomy's not important. He
It's
doesn't
not
need to learn
important.
anatomy.
There are two things that, if you know them, they're totally unimportant. Perspective and anatomy. If you don't know them, they're very important.
Gotcha, that's true.
Okay.
That is true.
Because he'll make some mistakes.
Okay.
It's just like walking. You
The
don't think about
painting and the drawings are not about anatomy.
how to walk.
Okay. That's not the subject.
Internalizing knowledge, internalizing knowledge.
Okay, this is a Pontormo. Now, I use this as an example to show how the forms are all built with simple volumes. They're just simple spherical forms. It's all built with working around over. Now that's the same as we were just looking at the Michelangelo. They've done exactly, they were friends. In fact, Michelangelo did some designs that he had Pontormo paint. Okay. I did my master's thesis on Pontormo. But what I talked about was the relationship of order to subjectivity, to the emotions. Okay, now here we go to a very different, this is Albert Dürer. This is a side view, a front view, and a top view of the figure. And then these are taking and working with the planes. Now this is, again, this is showing all of the analytical steps that the artists go through. This is all part of, these are all the thinking process now. These are just acquiring knowledge and talking about knowledge. Okay, this is Cambiasso.
Box.
Okay, both of these drawings are done by the same guy.
Whoa, really?
Here, he's using the box forms as a way of defining forms in space. Here, he's just doing a drawing. This is all drawing from imagination. But the same guy, different feeling. different purpose for the drawing. Okay, now this is Pontormo again. Okay, now Pontormo, now I think of Pontormo as my teacher. Because I've studied him, I've drawn from him. There's so much stuff. Okay? And when in Florence, when they reopened the Academy of St. Luke, and Vasari was in charge, that they dedicated it to Pontormo. To really see the way the forms are built, put in, going through. Okay, now that was one thing. Now I want to show you. I'll show you some Cortona. I mean, let's see where did it go. Now these are again different drawings. The first thing, this is by the way, this is El Greco. Okay. Now, I'm not going to spend any time on him now, but I've studied a lot. I have paintings based on him, the ideas. Okay. And he also influenced people like Cézanne. Okay, but that's okay. We've already looked at those. Now, this is Parmigianino. Now, when you look at this, you can feel the flow and how the things go. Now it's interesting, I don't think I have a reproduction of it, but if you have a book on him, you see a lot of his drawings, a book on just his drawings, you see. Now, then one of the book I have is, actually we have a large facsimile book of Parmigianino's drawings. Last time we were in Florence, we spent $400 shipping stuff back. That wasn't the cost of the books, that was just shipping.
The books were on sale for half price, but then what it cost to ship them because it was how much we saved buying the
Okay.
books, so it was a wash.
A wash.
Okay, this is also Parmigianino. This is the three graces of this. Now, when you look at this thing, and you start to analyze it, what you're dealing with, look at the rhythm going through it. But then notice that he's got two straights coming straight down. He's playing straights against curves. Look at he's creating that shape, this thing coming down. Okay, the figures, as this leg comes across, he's picking up the leg here, got the leg going here. You got the stuff. It's beautifully designed. Notice the way this line will carry through, and then the overall. Beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, this is one of my favorites. This is also now. This is Parmigianino. But you look at the way it's really designed. Now he's got the figure going up this way. The rhythm that he pulls into this, the way this is taking and pushing up. It's all the abstract elements in the picture. That's Renaissance drawing.
That's right.
Okay? That's what you're looking for. Is the flow, it's a design, it's when you see design,
He Diseño.
term. Okay, we say drawing, but what it really means is you have to have some design, you have to have some composition, you have to have something in it. Okay, it's not just drawing,
Right.
okay? It's the flow behind it. If you don't have design, if you don't have drawing, you have nothing. That's why I say copying is not drawing.
Right.
Okay,
Got it.
I'm preaching.
Good, no, good. Got it.
But that's, you lose, you forget the sense of the word. You know, the sense of the word is that you have to have something. You put the bring, it's not the copying.
Bring it.
You know what, I'm looking at this, and what I'm liking is this, the heavy line here. And
Yeah,
here,
it's all-
just this very faint line where it
Yeah.
dissolves into the background, where the foreground
right.
is
Okay,
just
now, one of the things, the Rubens came to Rome, and with the idea, he went around to all of the academies. He had lots of friends that were going here, patriots and what have you. And he walked around to each of the academies and see how they were working and what have you. He went back and he wrote and he says, "One day is enough."
Wow. What? Because you
Of
got it.
nothing.
Well,
Of nothing? There was
Okay.
nothing for him?
Copy.
Oh, they were all
he looked at the paintings, he copied everything.
Wow.
He did a complete copy of the Sistine ceiling. Everything. Exact.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, that's enough of my preaching.
But very interesting.
Huh?
Very
But the
interesting.
idea is to take, we get blinded by, how can I say? We have to, well, what I'm trying to do is help you to see
See.
what's going on. It's a whole different world than taking in what we perceive generally as being what the art thing is, what's realism and what have you. Okay? So you have to have the flow, the meaning, and stuff when you're looking at it.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. Sometimes when you look at a painting or at a model, you think that you see everything, but in fact you're right. You don't see anything.
It's like I talk about anatomy. This happens all the time. When I'm drawing a figure and I point out something, miss something, and I say, "Oh, here you see this muscle. Here you see that." You do not see it until I show you that it's there.
Yeah.
And so that's the whole thing. What I'm doing is I'm teaching you how to look at things, how to see.
Yeah. See how the toe was making a dimple in the leg like you were talking about yesterday?
Push the socks
He
back.
remember he was asking you a question outside about when you press into some
Yeah.
skin? That's what that looks like.
Oh, it's a beautiful drawing. Notice how simply he's not worrying about anything. You look at this and you say, "Wow, that's really beautiful." Who looks at that foot? Nobody.
Yeah, not
That doesn't
in
matter. It's not important. And so you have to keep focused on what is the whole.
there.
Yeah. The whole, what you're seeing, what the important thing is the whole. It's the composition, it's the total. That's what we're after.
Glenn, regarding this foot, is this relates to what you have explained in the atmospheric lesson,
Well,
correct?
the tone pushing back there, yeah.
This is what you mean by
Not
it.
only there, the figure back here is a little bit darker, he's white. It's a tool to take and push things coming and going. It's only a tool.
No rules, tools.
Yeah, they're all tools.